Hello and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live on this Tuesday, February 10th of 2026. I'm Dan Ramey. He is Aaron Glandon.
I am.
And we're coming to you live from the Litter Media Loft.
Do you know what today is?
Tuesday.
Do you know what else today is? I told you this morning. We'll see if you remember.
I'm going to tell you right now, I can't remember.
It's my 6-month wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes.
So to my lovely wife who isn't watching this show,
Can smell the coffee brewing.
happy 6 months.
Has it been a happy 6 months?
It has.
I'm asking her.
Oh,
So
well, she doesn't watch, so she won't get an
I'm
answer.
looking right into the camera and asking, has it been a happy 6 months? So that was one of the things that when I was on radio, my wife, the thing was, she says, when you come home from work, I don't have the luxury of everybody else that listens to you. And I said, what do you mean? She says, I can't turn you off like I can on a radio.
Right.
It's so much different. But she still loves me. Or else she wouldn't have been around as long, I don't think.
Right.
Because it certainly wasn't for the money. All right, coming up in a moment to get you caught up to date with what's happening with news. We've got sports for you, this state in history, and national days.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Oh, there's only 3.
Only 3 today.
I see. Stick close for what those 3 are here on Litter Media. Let's look at the forecast and see how things are changing up. Getting warmer. Sunshine giving way to a few clouds today. I do have a nice warm high of 55. That's what some forecasters are saying. Our graphic says 48. So we'll I like the 55 idea, but right here.
AccuWeather said 55.
Is that
so we'll see if they're really AccuWeather.
Gotcha. You should be using ours, which we're looking at right now.
I should.
By the way, I think, did I say Tuesday, February 9th when we started the program?
You said 10th.
Did I say 10th?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm operating on little sleep this morning, and I apologize for that. Had a doubleheader last night with high school basketball and spent time typing the recap and producing everything that you can find at littermedia.com for that particular game. Let me go on beyond today, Tuesday, as far as weather is concerned. Don't expect the warm weather to stay with us too long. We'll be back into the 30s again tomorrow. And but as I mentioned to you yesterday, I like this teaser. Some forecasters are saying that we might see warmer temperatures again next week.
Be nice.
Which means the great thaw is underway. All right, coming up, a look at news. But first, this.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
For beneficial news that you can use, you can always check out littermedia.com. It's a great way to start your day. Wouldn't you agree?
I would say that, yes.
Because we we update this just about every day. So every time if you check it in the morning, there's always going to be something new for you there. Mm-hmm. And you can always check out our social media pages as well, where Links on the upper right-hand corner of our website, including X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and Litter Media Radio.
There was something I was waiting for in the email and just happened to find it in our junk mail, so we may have something to add to the program here this morning. It's sports related, so we'll be able to get to that to you later. We jumped into an interview we had yesterday with the kids from Huntington Pickaway Ross CTC FFA, and there to my immediate left is Ronnie Lytle, and she is the president of this FFA group out at Huntington, and she talks about what you can expect with the breakfast, which is coming up this Friday.
On breakfast day, we get there around 5 a.m. still, and we prep all the food. We have pancakes, biscuits and gravy, sausage, and eggs, and so we have to get all the grills ready and then mix all the pancake batter and all that stuff, and at 7 a.m. we start serving breakfast.
So 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock, kids will be providing breakfast for those who stop by. And don't forget to drop a little money in there. It's a $5 donation is what they ask for, students, $3. But if you can lay it 20 down there, why not? If you can put a 50 in there, you can do that too, right?
Why not?
It's all to help raise funds. And off the top of my head, I can't remember who the benefactors are. Do you remember?
You put me on the spot, and now I don't remember.
You'll have to go and take a look at the interview. We talk about it towards the end of the interview. So you'll find that interview here in our Facebook videos section and also at Litter on the Litter Media on YouTube.
And on Spotify. Yeah.
Well, you can hear it there on Spotify too.
Right.
Yeah, you can't see it there.
There's lots of places you can find it.
You'll find it, but it's there.
Yes.
We just don't have the answer right now.
Right.
It'll come to me. I know. I'll think about it next week, probably.
There's a couple of events happening at OUC coming up. Ohio University-Chillicothe will present an expansive ideas presentation titled The Changing Night Sky with Associate Professor of Instruction Michael Koop on Wednesday, March 5th at 5 p.m. in the Bennett Hall Auditorium. Mike Lafreniere, Interim Dean on Campus and Community Relations at Ohio Chillicothe, says Dr. Koop has a rare ability to make complex scientific concepts accessible and engaging while creating an experience that helps you appreciate our place in the cosmos. And this sounds really neat. I might check this out.
Little intergalactic viewing for you.
Yeah.
Wednesday, March 4th, Ohio University-Chillicothe's Patricia Scott Memorial Art Gallery will feature an exhibition of artwork by alumni and friends beginning with an opening reception at 6 p.m. That's scheduled for about a week after that, March 12th. Alumni and friends, students, faculty, and staff wishing to submit artwork, you can drop that off at the Dean's Suite, that is, in Bennett Hall, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. before February 26th. Then the exhibition will start and runs through Thursday, April 9th. The art gallery located on the first floor of Bennett Hall is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for all to enjoy.
The 2026 Ohio County Scholarship application is now available through the CCAO Research and Educational Foundation. This scholarship supports the next generation of public servants, and since 2023, the foundation has awarded $30,000 in scholarships to 15 young leaders from 14 Ohio counties. This year, 5 scholarships will be awarded with an application deadline of May the 1st. You can find a link to apply in our website story at littermedia.com.
And the 2026 Stand Down to End Homelessness event that was wiped out thanks to the snow has been rescheduled. March 11th, that's a Wednesday from 10 until 2 p.m. and a new location. It'll be over at the Salvation Army on East 4th Street here in Chillicothe. Note the new date and the location of the event. Agencies interested in sharing information at a resource table at the event can complete the form found here on our Facebook page. You'll see that, right?
Yes, you will.
That's what you'll see on our Facebook page, and it will take you right to where you need to go. All right. Coming up, a look at sports on Litter Media Live. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. When it comes to making sure you're warm, making sure you're cool when you need to be cool, and making sure that it's not wet everywhere, check out Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you to their website, accuratehvac.com.
Wherever you are, You're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Now it's time for a look at sports, and we start off with our Haynes Total Health Care Center High School scoreboard.
Which I don't have in front of me right now.
Well, I saw that and I looked it up because I knew you didn't have it.
Good man.
Boys basketball. In the FAC, Jackson beats Hillsborough 56-33. In the SVC, it was Uniola beating Piketon 49-38. And in the SOC 3, it was Waverly over Minford 51-48. And I'm sure we'll hear more about that in just a second. In girls basketball in the OVC, it was Ironton beating South Point and Fairland over Gallia Academy 82-30. In the SOC 3, Waverly again beats Minford 59-51. In the MSL Cardinal, it was Fisher Catholic getting a win over Bishop Rosecrans. And the TVC Ohio, Alexander was a winner over Wellston.
So you want me to tell you a little bit about the games last night?
Yeah. Were they good games? Were they exciting?
They were exciting. I went down to Memphis last night, and Waverly was making up a girls' game and a boys' game. So no JVs, so they had the varsity girls first. The varsity boys would be the last game. And in both, Waverly came from behind to pick up the win. And in regards to the girls' game, they were down by 7 points at halftime. And talking with the coach and the kids after the game, Paige O'Brien said, well, Coach ripped our butts and we needed it at halftime. And we just came out with a different determination. And they came out and they started flexing some muscle and finding a way to make it happen. They ended
Sometimes that's what you need.
Yes, 59-51, the final there. And on the boys' side, Waverly had the lead at the end of the first quarter. They trailed at halftime, 28-27. And then we were tied at the end of three, 38-38. And then a couple of back-to-back threes created separation. And so Cage Alexander and also Kaiser Kazee, the two guards, hit back-to-back three-pointers, and they held on to the lead.
There you go.
They were up 7 points, I believe, in the fourth period. And then Minford started coming back, but they held them off for a 51-48 win. So congratulations. On the girls' side of that, they are now 6-3, but they are tied with Wheelersburg now for first place in the SOC 3 division, and both of them have a game left. Wheelersburg has to play Valley, and that's going to be on the 11th, I think. No, they play this Friday. Waverly will play its game with Portsmouth West on Wednesday. So if they pick up a win Wednesday, they will claim a share. And if Valley knocks off Wheelersburg, then
they have the sole possession.
Precisely, and they will be crowned champions. All right. Before last night's Unioto game, you were out at Unioto to check out something special for a kid by the name of Milee.
I was. McDonald's was recognizing Unioto High School senior Milee Smith for her nomination to the prestigious McDonald's All-American Games. Smith was only one of 10 student athletes in the state of Ohio to be nominated for this honor. She's been a 4-year starter who is already committed to play college basketball at the University of Dayton. Earlier this season, she set the singles-game scoring record with a 45-point performance and became the school's all-time leading scorer in boys and girls basketball. You can find a link to watch this ceremony in our article at littermedia.com and also read more about the honor.
I watched the video last night, and I thought to myself, Emily Schmidt was on one side, and on the other side was Janadetti, and I didn't realize
she was towering over them.
Miley looked so much taller than they did.
Yeah.
You know, it was really cool. So, but a couple of good gals, bookended by McDonald's. All right, Cleveland Cavaliers won a close contest last night against the Nuggets in Denver. They won the game 119-117, and they'll be back in action tomorrow to host the Washington Wizards. And I jumped a story ahead, didn't I?
You did. The Ohio Lady Bobcats will resume conference play tonight in Toledo. Tip-off is going to be at 7 p.m. for that game, and it can be found on ESPN+.
Yes. Don't forget to send in your nominations for the Player of the Week and also the Pet of the Week. We will be starting announcing those again this week. So Thursday is when we have the Litter Media Petland Pet of the Week Award. And then on Friday, it's the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. You can send those nominations to littermedia@gmail.com. Make sure you tell us a little bit about the player or the pet, and also include a photo if you've got one. That'd be nice, too.
Yes, it would.
We received, and this was hung up in our email yesterday, so I didn't have it to present to you right now, but I've written some of it down on this sheet of paper here. Ironton was the winner of the Boys Division II bowling sectional out of Shawnee Lanes yesterday. Unioto was the second place team, Westfall third, and Washington Courthouse fourth. Those four teams advance now onto the district. There is a qualifier for 4 individuals not on a qualifying team to advance to the district. However, I can't get that pulled up on my phone. I'll have to wait till I can get to the computer to check this out. We'll post that on our Haynes Total Healthcare High School scoreboard for you once we get done with the program here today.
Yes.
But the girls are bowling right now out at Shawnee Lanes. I went out yesterday. Unfortunately, I left the SD card in my pants pocket at home, so I couldn't show you some of what was going on. If you've never been to a tournament like this, it's crazy nuts. I mean, it's just the house is packed. There are people who can't see what's going on, but they're watching the kids reacting to what's going on in front of them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It really is.
And I haven't been inside Shawnee since they've renovated until about a week or so ago.
Oh, yeah?
It's real nice in there.
It is nice in there, yeah. So I stopped over during lunch yesterday to catch up, saw a lot of people I hadn't seen for a while, and but I tell you, it was a sea of people. So I imagine it's no different going in there today. I went into where Julio's Pizzeria is and the bar area. When I entered into there, nobody was in there, but there was bowling paraphernalia all over the place. I'm talking about the bags they carry all their balls in and all that stuff. It was like you walked into the locker room.
Yeah.
For all those teams that are there.
Did you see any scores on the screens that made you go, whoa?
Yeah, I have seen that a time or two at previous. I didn't pay too much attention to the screens yesterday, but
any score that's above 200, it blows my mind how people even do that.
Yeah.
I can barely get 100 when I bowl. Barely. I bowled a 48 one time.
Here's something for you. Bowl for Kids' Sake, which benefits Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio. This would have been the last year as with the radio station. And we always would put together a team. Well, we committed a team, and they said, okay, you've got 2 lanes. Well, Well, then everybody backed out. And it was myself and Todd Lesh. And we said, okay, we're going to commit to this. We played our games on both lanes, bowling for each other back and forth. You talk about tired after throwing a 12-pound ball all day. Yeah, it was rough. By the way, they are accepting teams right now for Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio's Bowl for Kids' Sake, and that'll be coming up before you know it. So if you want to find out more, go to their website, which is bbbssco.org. Big Brothers Big Sisters South Central Ohio.org. All right. Coming up, a look at this date in history, and what national day is it? We'll find out in just a moment.
But first, this from Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Time for this date in history, and we go back to 1940. It was the first time we got to see Tom and Jerry. This is the first ever Tom and Jerry short titled Puss Gets the Boot. And it was released on this date in 1940. How about that? The first Tom and Jerry cartoon.
But his name wasn't Tom in it.
Yeah, the cat was called Jasper in the first release, and the mouse was unnamed. So Jasper and no name here making the run. Plus, if you take a look at this, I think I got Tom down pretty well. I had trouble drawing Jerry, but Tom, I think, turned out a lot like what the image looks like from 1940. Of course, Tom changed into more of what we would see on a regular basis, but Jerry still kind of looks the same.
Yeah, when I was doing the research about this, a lot of the things were saying in this original cartoon, Tom's personality was a lot more malicious, and he was meaner to Jerry.
Yeah.
Which I always thought he was mean to Jerry anyway. But so if he's even more malicious, then that must be a pretty bad cat.
And then there was a bulldog that came along, and he was a little more malicious to Tom.
Right.
And would team up with Jerry every once in a while.
Right.
Now, the short was nominated for an Academy Award in 1941 for Best Short Subject. Jerry. Cartoons was the subject. So
I think that category is now called Best Animated Short.
Probably so.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess. Cool. I was never a big Tom and Jerry fan.
Me either. I much preferred Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And that's nothing against Hanna-Barbera, because they were very productive. Of course, were a part of my childhood, not only through cartoons, but also through the early days of Kings Island. And we had Hanna-Barbera Land and everything. And then the Smurfs came along, and they were all part of that. And then Paramount came, and all that changed.
And now it's Snoopy.
And now it's Snoopy, yeah. So, all right, coming up in a moment, we're going to wrap up the show. But first, we need to let you know what the national days are. There are 3 of them today.
Cream Cheese Brownie Day.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That does sound good. Home Warranty Day.
I make sure your home's warranted.
I'm a renter.
You're a renter, so.
Umbrella Day. Yeah. It's not going to rain today, hopefully, so maybe you won't need that.
But we've got a little bit of sunshine. You might need that.
That's true. A little bit of sunshine out
For
there.
those of us who don't have
hair
follicle coverings on our head. So
we have lights here in the studio, and so that's what this is glistening off of Dan's head right there.
What's amazing is if I stand in front of a mirror, there's actually all these hairs that are standing up. You just can't see it, and that's with a 4K camera.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you talk so much about the clarity of it.
Yeah,
but you can't see the hair on my head.
I can see them there from here next to them. I can verify they exist.
Gotcha. Surprised you can see through your hair. What are you talking about? That's it for the program today. We are back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live. Until then, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on, where else are we? X, on Spotify, YouTube, and Litter Media Radio. And
We're
here
on Instagram. We just don't post a lot there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But you can find us.
Yes.
Right there on Instagram. And is there a TikTok? I think there's a TikTok too, isn't there?
We have a TikTok that we've never posted on.
Gotcha.
It's an empty TikTok.
I'm not good at that. So you're the TikTok man.
Snap it into gear, mister. There was one day, like I think it was last fall or the fall before, where I was like fired up about posting something on our TikTok, and then it left my mind.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
Out of mind, out of sight. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll back at it again tomorrow here on Litter Media Live.